Right now, your mind is fighting itself. And the first step to taking control is buying my ebook. Okay, so yeah, that's a lie, wasted 5 seconds of our time. A true iron mindset is becoming unconquerable. It's being able to function regardless of the situation around you. There's no 3-step hack. That's not what this is. It's a 3-step process and breakdown of an iron mindset. Having an iron mindset means no matter what, you will always strive for your goal. It means you are confident in your ability to succeed, and it means when you're stressed beyond your limits, you become virtuous. Have an overarching goal. You need a big goal in life to strive towards. Without it, you have nothing to frame your decisions, thoughts, and actions around. Without this, you keep putting effort into things which don't necessarily have merit and you can't really measure against. This makes your mind weak and lack direction. My focus is creating a platform to teach people on, but how do you even measure something like that? Well, you do it with a framework. A framework is a structure that you're going to build for yourself. It's how you compare yourself to the world around you. It's a bunch of small steps. I might want to conquer Earth. Something simple, something easy. But that needs a guide. You need to be able to put yourself on the road to that. So, how can I measure up that kind of a framework? How do I even know the steps? Well, I can look at someone else's framework who's done a similar thing. Let's take, for example, a YouTuber who makes lots of money. They post a video a day. Am I near that? A bodybuilder? Maybe they go to the gym 6 out of 7 days a week, training different parts of their body. Are you doing that? Am I doing that? And so if we're not doing that, how can we compare? How can we possibly compare to someone who's putting all their time and energy into something they're absolutely focused and committed on? And so we need to get better at those small measurable steps, the things we can actually practically do. The next bit of your framework is very important. It's overrated and kind of underrated because people don't know what the hell they're talking about when they talk about it. It's have speed. Speed necessitates you have competence and ability. Speed is not going fast. It is, but that's not what it means in context. What it means in context is that you get good enough at your abilities that you can be fast. Because when you have speed, there's no time to procrastinate. I guarantee you, I promise you, that you will stop watching TikTok, you will stop watching YouTube when you get up off your ass and you give yourself a goal. Maybe you want to reach $1,000 in revenue in your dropshipping business. It's possible. I've seen it done within my own circles. So all you have to do is have your focus, you have to have your framework, and then you have to be fast. Because when you have a deadline coming, you will not slow down and you will not waste time. The next part of having an iron mindset is confidence and ability. Confidence, because you have to be absolutely confident you can achieve your goals. No one else will be there for you. And ability, because confidence without the ability to back it up is delusion. And while I do think you're delusional right now, that's not a good look. So you actually have to be able to do something. I know I can accomplish anything because in the past I've written 5,000 word research reports into niche topics. I've gone to the gym every second day when I wanted to build my physique, and I still go to the gym every day. So I know I can accomplish goals when I set my head to it, I break it down, I have an overarching focus, and I'm quick with it. Because I don't need to take a million years to get my goal, I just need the time it takes, and that's all it really is. You're good at something. I don't care if it's gaming, I don't care if it's making music, you can use that skill somehow. Get good at it, like really, really good at it. Actually practice. I know these are things that might be hobbies to you, but you can practice this in a noticeable way. You can set yourself the same goals you would with anything else in life, and you can get super good at it, and you will be noticed for it. It can be hard to get the required experience to be confident in your ability, and that's why you have to run simulations in your head. It's a skill-based world. If you're not doing something and something's not working out for you, it means you're the problem. You need to fix something, and that's what this skill is all about. And you must have absolute confidence in your ability to do this. It is to create a pathway that no one's ever thought about before. When Netflix was a fledgling company, their biggest revenue stream was DVD sales. But do you know Netflix from that? No. In fact, their competitor Blockbuster is dead now because they did exactly that. While Netflix did this. They thought of a path and a way around these things. They imagined it onto reality. They manifested it. And I don't believe in manifestation, but that's not what this is. It's not manifesting some alternate reality. It is you using the power of your mind to create pathways you can emulate in real life. If something's wrong, it's because you're not doing it well enough. So imagine what the apex person, the Giga Chad of the world, the best company is doing. What does the $10 billion empire do? Emulate it. Giga Chad starts his morning at 6 a.m. He gets up, he goes for a 1 kilometer run every single day. So why aren't you doing that? Why can't you emulate Giga Chad? And you know what? Because you might not have the experience, Giga Chad might not do a 1 kilometer run every day. But you don't know that until you've tried. And you see, hang on a second, this is awful. Giga Chad doesn't do this. Or maybe he does. Maybe you figure it out. But either way, you've experienced something new because you've thought for the first time in your life. You've gotten information that has not come out of any system or anything, it's come out of your head. And that is the thing you can absolutely rely on. Give yourself small wins. It won't always go well, and your confidence in your ability won't always be up to par. But in those times, do a simple task you know you can do well. Let yourself feel good about it. Any sane person is going to feel crap about themselves at one point or another. That's okay. In those moments, do some of the smaller things you know you can. Clean your room, fix your bed, go for a run. Or if you can't, a jog. If you can't do that, a walk. Go for, climb a mountain, drill a jab, drill a cross, do some fighting, do some basic push-ups, just something that gets you in a good space that's not sitting on your ass. Because if you do anything, when you finally have the confidence, when you're out of those darkest days, you've still made progress. You've still done something and you're better off for it. In the end, what I'm really trying to say about confidence is that it's important because you need to be able to back yourself up in your own mind that you can do something. Because if you don't believe in you, no one's going to believe in you. So you have to have self-belief, and that has to be based in practical skills and abilities to do actual things. About an iron mindset, and it's the part you only really see some people getting unless they've gone through hell and back. It's distress tolerance. People with an iron mindset live in distress to make progress. Distress and stress are not the same thing. Stress is instantaneous. It's like if someone's called you a name, or you've got a project that you procrastinated on. That's stress. Distress is constant stress about crazy issues like war or lack of confidence, something like that, something you can't instantly fix. But you have to live in a low state of distress because it's a very, very good motivator. And if you're in a shitty position, you will do anything in your power to get out of it. Practice distress by constantly failing. Put yourself in situations where you fail again and again. Try to learn a new skill or do an exercise you usually can't. So I can't do a planche push-up. I will put myself in that sort of situation and practice that skill over and over and over. And I'll tell myself, everyone can do this thing. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. Everyone can do this thing. You have to be better. You have to put yourself at least in a state of a little bit of inadequacy. Some of the strongest people you know doubt themselves every day, but they do it anyway. And you have to be the same because nothing else is going to push you forwards, really. Because after the 3-month mark, after you see just how much work it takes to fund a project, keep up with the effort, to take energy out of your day and put it towards something you don't even know if it's gonna work. The only thing that's gonna keep you going is a feeling that you have to do this. You have to get out from where you are. The thing about distress and stress is that it can feel euphoric, especially stress, but at the extremes, it degrades your ability. We all have a limit, and when that limit is reached, we will snap. As that limit is approached, you will become unlikable and you will become unworkable. When I was going through my senior year of high school, I had 6 assignments due in 2 days. And these were, oh my God, these were big assignments, like 1,500 word essay. For English, I had, math assignments, 100 questions I had to do, and I didn't have a grasp fully of all of it. I spent the next 2 entire days working non-stop. I did not sleep. I promise you, I didn't spend more than 5 minutes eating a meal. I still had my 3 meals a day because I knew I needed the energy, but I didn't do anything besides work. And I felt great at the end of it because I felt I'd accomplished so much in those days. I was so happy and proud of myself, but I didn't get more than a C on any one of those assignments. I failed so hard. I went from 9th in my year to 46th because it was so competitive and I failed. That taught me about stress, and especially why stress will hurt you and how it can feel good. It can feel addicting. Some people can live in that and they love it, but you have to have a moderation about it because it will destroy you. And distress is the same. At the extremes, if you're living in a war zone, if you have yelling in your household every day, you have to focus on getting out of there because you can work from it, but your work will not be good. It will suck, and no one will see that you actually do have the ability behind it. No one's actually going to tell you. The one millionaires and players of the game hide. You have to make a choice. You have to choose physically, like get up off your ass, stand up, look in a mirror, and choose for the first time in your life to be someone else. You have to choose to be unconquerable, unrelenting, unforgiving. But you also have to choose in that moment to be kind, generous, and disciplined. There's no course that can teach you to have an iron mind. Even with all the knowledge in the world, if you don't make that choice, no one is gonna make it for you. And you will never accomplish anything, I promise you that.